podcast is about to begin.
Welcome back, fans. High Valley Sports Online bringing you high school tournament basketball live from Indian Creek High School on Coach D court. Beaver Local fighting Beavers invade Indian Creek High School Redskins. Tonight's matchup between a 10 seed and an 8 seed. We're lucky enough right here. We appreciate you stopping by, Coach. Coach Nick Miller of Beaver Local coming in with a record of 11-11, Coach, and that's exactly where you want to be, 0-0, right? Starting in the tournament, everything's beautiful come this time of year.
Oh, you're absolutely right. First off, I want to thank you for having me. We appreciate you guys doing this for the kids, showcasing their abilities. But we won the last 3 out of 4. A lot of good momentum heading into the tournament. We lost a tough one to Big Red, but battled for 4 quarters and really took it to them. So I'm really liking where we're at.
Absolutely, that's good to hear, Coach. That's when you want to get hot down the end of the line here. But I got to see you against Big Red. You had a freshman that I was impressed with. He shot the ball fairly well, and your kids played hard for 4 quarters. Didn't win that game, but you're 3 out of 4, Coach. Other than that, what do you think about tonight's matchup?
I really like our, the way we match up. The first 2 games, the first time around they took it to us a little bit. The second game was neck and neck for 3.5 quarters, and they had a couple baskets that we didn't answer, and that was the ball game. But I really like where we're at. I like our chances, and it should be a fun one. It's always fun when Coach D and I get together.
Well, that's a good. I'm glad you enjoy it because it is fun. Sometimes you don't think of that whenever you're in the fire, but. It's a lot of fun coaching high school basketball and building relationships with these kids. Coach, how long you been at Beaver Local?
So this is my 9th year overall, 4th year as a head coach.
Who'd you succeed, Coach?
Jason Pakanowski.
Okay. What else you got to tell us about this matchup with Coach Dunleavy? I mean, I know they've lost 7 out of 8, but in tournament time, anything can happen. And the winner, will you host as well if you win?
No, we'll be on the road. We'll go to St. Clairsville.
St. Clairsville wins that game, but Indian Creek has an opportunity to host if they win, correct? Or they go to St. Clairsville as well?
Correct. Creek would host, I believe.
Coach, how do you expect this game to go? Do you think that you guys will play up and down the court, or are you guys going to go more like set offenses and things to that effect?
It'll kind of be a touch and feel, kind of how the game's going as a whole. If we're a little scatterbrained, out of control, we're gonna pull it back and get refocused. But if we're getting out in transition and having success, we're gonna push the tempo and try to get this game up and down. You know how Coach D likes to slow things down and possession by possession. So if we can make them uncomfortable, that'll be a good goal for us.
That's the key, making the other team uncomfortable. You got 3 seniors in the lineup, Coach. I like that come tournament basketball, and your 2 big guys are underclassmen, a junior and the freshman.
Yes, sir.
Who you expect to play other than your starting 5? How deep will you go?
We could go as deep as 9, maybe 10. He's coming off the bench tonight, but Brock Taylor, number 1, has been out of the lineup the last 3 games with a back injury. He's going to give it a go tonight.
Has he played in the last couple games, Coach?
He has not. He played last time he played was 2 weeks ago against Toronto. But he had a good couple days of practice. And other guys I'm looking to get in the game: Hunter Warwick, Keaton Heddleston, and maybe Taylor Johnston as well.
Well, how'd your season go for you this year?
It was good. It was a challenge. Learning how to win all over again brings a lot of problems in its own. You get a win here, you get a bad loss there. You're kind of resetting yourself. So we did a great job of handling adversity all year. We've had starters in and out of the lineup with injury, and we had a guy go down for the year. So for us to respond and win 3 out of 4 to end the year and be at 11-11.
It was a good sign when Beaver Local joined the OVAC that extended the conference way up there. How long ago was that? I can't remember, but I remember whenever they joined.
Oh, it was quite a few years ago. I want to say maybe 12,
Yeah,
12 years ago.
It's been a while because I remember going up to Beaver Local when I was the junior high coach at Harding Middle School.
Right.
And we always played Beaver Local in football and basketball. I can't remember who the AD was at that time, long time ago. It was a long time ago. But he was a good man and was always showing us great hospitality up there, Coach. But I want to appreciate the fact that you stopped by to say hello. I know you got to get ready for the game, and I got to be crazy asking coaches for these pre-game interviews, but that's what my boss tells me to do. I don't want to take too much time from you, but I want to wish you well, Coach. And listen, what we want to do, the winning coach, we hope that you'll start back up, So
okay.
If you win, make sure you come back up and talk to us, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck tonight, and thanks for coming on High Valley Sports Online.
I appreciate it.
Coach Nick Miller for Beaver Local here coming in at 11:11. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with Coach Joe Dunleavy. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Apollo Pro Cleaning, clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
A pioneer of casual dining, Bennigan's is internationally known for its unique neighborhood vibe and exceptional chef-driven food. Come to Bennigan's on University Boulevard to stir up a great memory. Come for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. and get $1 off draft and bottled beer and $1 off signature cocktails. Grab some bar bites too, only $5 from 9 p.m. to close. Hey, are you a soccer fan? Check out the schedule of English Premier League soccer games. Bennigan's even has delivery service, and the number to call, 740-792-8080. You got a friend at Bennigan's.
Okay, we're back here at the man who they got the court named after. Heck of an honor, Joe. I'm so happy for you and proud of you. You've been my friend a long time, ever since you hid your paper from me in math class. You wouldn't let me cheat, but I appreciate that, Coach, and I appreciate you coming over and talking to us. I want to remind everybody of High Valley Sports Online, these interviews that we do are sponsored by Barium and Chemicals, and we just talked to Nick Miller, the fourth-year coach of Beaver Local, and now we got the 40th year coach of Indian Creek High School, my good buddy Joe Dunleavy. Joe, your season's been heads and tails. I mean, tale of 2 seasons. You start out like gangbusters, and now you hit the skids here. You're 7-8, but you got new life, tournament basketball.
Yeah, we were 9-5 at one time. Unfortunately, we've lost 7 of 8. Out of those 8, 7 of them were on the road. 7 games on the road, and
who made that schedule up 7 games? What are you doing, Joe?
Well, it was kind of a quirk because since we finished 4th in the OVAC, we lost, so we didn't get a home game there, and then Buckeye 8 games on the road, so it kind of worked out that way.
Coach, you had a couple injuries. I know one injury I'm talking about that I think has a lot to do with your tailspin here was Bodo. I mean, Bodo gave you a nice threat from the outside. I mean, I love him as a player. I mean, man, a sophomore, he's played 3 sports. I mean, I love the 3-sport athlete. You know that. I mean, a credit to him. His father, Robbie, I know his mother was a cheerleader out here. Yeah. So, they're Indian Creek, and he don't look like he's going to come back. I think he's still braced up and everything.
Yeah, he's on the mend. Yeah, he's when you get those 3-sport guys, he contributes in all 3 sports in a big way, and you're right. He's developing his game too. He's not just a shooter anymore. He started going to the basket with his size and strength allows him to do, and getting better at the defensive end. And he was a big loss, but everybody's has these kind of problems this time of year.
Yeah, absolutely. We all deal with injuries, Coach, but another one you had was your big guy, Schaefer. I got to see you against Big Red, and I think that not having Schaefer and Bodo really hurt you in that game. Losing 2 starters a shooter and an inside guy. But how's he doing? He's back now, right? Has he
Yeah.
had any playing time?
Yeah, he's played. He's played like the last 3 games. We actually had two kids this year, two of our players get these high ankle sprains, and the worst ones I've ever seen. And been a head coach 38 years, and never seen Landon Pennell to start the year, and then Schaefer here at the end, and they're bad looking on their legs. They're higher than a normal sprain, which you see a million of those if you coach basketball.
Well, Coach, you know what? I was, I know how you are on this, in your philosophy about defense. I admire you for that. We talked a lot about that. How do you expect game to go tonight, Coach?
Well, I think it's going to be a heck of a game. Nick does a great job. They also had a big injury with the Klein kid, his best athlete in the school up there, and they've gotten better. They've worked hard. They've gotten better, and they've won some games, and they've been in some games that maybe people didn't think they would be, but they're much improved.
Did you play them this year, Coach?
Yeah, we played them up there earlier in the year, and I don't know, we maybe won by 12, and then we played them at home probably like 10 games ago, and it was a one-possession game late, and we kind of got away from them, and we ended up winning by 12 at home.
How's your kids mentally, Coach, with the tailspin that you had at the end of the year? How they holding up?
You watch them practice, you never know in a million years that we've lost 7 out of 8. They're working very hard. They're very excited about tonight. We have 5 seniors, 5 kids from good bloodlines, great families, and they don't want the season to end.
Well, I think you got a great opportunity here, Coach. I mean, with the new format, I don't pay much attention, but I don't even know how long it's been in play with this seeding, and you get a home game, and if you win, you get another home game.
Yeah, we took a pigtail game, and it allowed us to get 2 home games. Last year, it's been about 5 years, but last year was the first time that we ever got to play at home, and we played. We got a win, and then we went on a road to Tri-Valley, and kids played really well. We just got beat in the 4th quarter. These kids have played. Their freshman year, they played the number 1 seed. Their sophomore year, they played the number 2 seed, lost in overtime. Last year, we lost to the number 2 seed. So it's a little different for us not having to play like one of the best teams in the district right off the bat. Although this team is, like I said, they're much improved.
Well, Coach, I know a little bit of your personnel. We talked about Bodo and we talked about Schaefer, who I think has the ability to be a force inside. See how he's going to play. But you got to admire Kuzakowski, man. I mean, I really like what he does. I mean, he seems to me every time I've seen him play, regardless of scoring or anything else, he always seems to give you a good floor game. You know what I mean? Being aware, being your coach on the floor, being in proper position defensively, up in the passing lane, correct stance. I mean, I really like what Kuzakowski does for you.
Yeah, I talked to him about what he think about going into coaching, because he's like a coach on the court. He's smarter than everybody out here, including his coaches. And you're right about his floor game. He has he's going to finish his career with about 6 records, charges, assists. Well, he's not going to have the charge record, but assists and steals. And he's real close in the number of charges that he's taken. He's a Kuzakowski. He's a tough kid. And you're right, he gets in the right position and makes plays for us.
Very aware of it. And it's very strange to see, we know all the Kuzakowskis. And I told, I believe it would be his uncle, Jack, when we left here after the Big Red game or after one of the games that we saw, that I never knew that a Kuzakowski had that round ball in him, man, because them Kuzakowskis they're football players and baseball players. Basketball has eluded him, but not this one, not Logan.
And it's not often that you turn the keys over. And I use that statement. It seemed like it was yesterday, but it was 4 years ago. We turned the keys to the car over to Logan, and he has not disappointed. His assist to turnover ratio is incredible. He's just like you said, a floor general.
It is. Really, really happy for him, Coach. I want to remind you that we want the winning coach to come back up here and do an interview. So, that's extra motivation for you if you needed it.
Absolutely.
You get some more FaceTime on the High Valley Sports Online.
Absolutely.
All right, Coach, we appreciate you coming up. Don't want to take too much time.
Okay.
I know you got preparation. Thanks for being hospitable to us all the time.
Thanks, Ray. Thank you.
Best of luck tonight, Coach.
Okay.
High Valley Sports Online, Coach Joe Dunleavy. Oh, big man, pulling the microphones everywhere, busting stuff up. That's what he does. I'll see you, Joe. Thank you. Okay, we're going to be right back. We got about 15 minutes till towards tip-off. We're going to have a shout-out right away. Right away, we got to have a shout-out right away to Bell's Pizzas and Calzones, 41 Reichert Avenue, 740-792-4760. They come with pizza, they come with calzones, and they come with a hoagie. And Dan Vogel will never get around the bases in co-ed softball. I know that after all this. Jason Jenkins does a great job. He's on his way here. And we got warm-up coming up, so let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back here with more pregame conversation as Beaver Local takes on Indian Creek in the sectional opener of Ohio High School Athletic Tournament basketball. We'll be right back.
Edge Basketball is excited to be celebrating our 8th year of ministry in our community. The Edge program is comprised of 360 kids, boys and girls, grades 1 through 6 from our tri-state area. The mission of our league is to build Christian values through competitive sports. We want our kids to compete, but we want them to do so with the utmost Christian character. We're so thankful for everyone who has supported our league. God bless you.
TS Electric is a leading electrical contracting firm with offices located in Richmond, Ohio, providing a spectrum of electrical services to commercial and residential clients throughout Ohio, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. Our commitment? To provide our customers with quality service performed on schedule and at a fair price, which is how TS Electric earned its superior reputation in the industry. Our team specializes in the areas of electrical construction, expansion of existing facilities, and maintenance programs. If you need electrical work done for your home or business, contact TS Electric and say you heard it here. TS Electric is offering 25% off a change of service. Give them a call, 740-765-4321. That's TS Electric.
At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are part of a family. Softite is special because they give members an opportunity to own the financial institution where they do their saving and borrowing. At Softite, they often charge less for loans and pay more for savings than other types of financial institutions. Softite is convenient. They're also a not-for-profit institution. All income, after meeting expenses and reserve needs, is distributed to you, the members, in the form of dividends on savings, competitive loan rates, and improved services. Softites give members a chance to participate in decision-making, something that no other financial institution offers. At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are family.
PR Landscaping. We have been serving the Ohio Valley since 1987. Specializing in custom landscape design and project installation, we use only the best quality materials and the latest installation techniques to ensure your project will provide years of beauty and enjoyment. Can't wait for summer? Start planning your backyard features with one of our expert landscape designers. Our 3D videos make your outdoor space come to life. Brick patio, seat walls, hot tub, fire pit, what else is on the wish list? Call now. 740-264-7627 or look us up on Facebook. PR Landscaping is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Ohio Motor Group has 3 locations, Steubenville, Bridgeport, and St. Clairsville. Let Ohio Motor Group show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. They believe in fair pricing, superior service, and treating every customer right. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find a car that is fit for your budget. Ohio Motor Group, with 3 locations to serve you. Check them out right now. OhioMotorGroup.com. Find your next ride.
Enjoy going to a place where it seems everyone knows your name? We all do. That's why you and your friends will fit right in at the Parkview Inn located in Mingo Junction. The Parkview Inn is home to the coldest beer in town. Looking to catch the game? The Parkview has multiple big screens to catch all the sports action. Located in the heart of downtown, the Parkview Inn has been a Mingo tradition for decades. At the Parkview Inn, you may walk in as a stranger, but you will leave as a friend.
All right, we're back here at High Valley Sports Online, the Sports Authority. We're lucky enough to catch up with Coach Andrew Conner, head football coach, Indian Creek High School. Coach, a little different setting for you now. You come in, supporting Coach Dunleavy, supporting the kids in a tournament basketball game.
Yeah, like I said before, there's no better boss in the world than Coach Dunleavy, and now to watch him and watch him prepare his kids to get ready to play, a sectional basketball game here at home. No one works harder, and I'm sure the kids are going to respond well to everything he's gone over with them for the last week.
Well, we talked about him being 7-8, or being losing 7 out of the last 8. But he said, which doesn't surprise me, you can't even tell it in practice because the kids are still going hard. And that's pretty much what you said, Andrew.
It is. I mean, I've gone to see him play as much as I can all year. And, one thing about us, I think we've been in every ball game that we've played. I mean, you get a basket here, a break here, and, our record could be entirely different, especially early in the year where we lost a lot of heartbreakers at the beginning. So, the kids always play well for Coach. I mean, Coach is a staple here in our district. And, if anybody's going to have his kids ready to play basketball tonight, it's going to be Coach Dunleavy.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I like the situation that if he wins, if Indian Creek wins, they play again at home. That's a little bit, that the state has gone to, that you can get 2 sectionals.
It is nice. It's well-deserved. I mean, it's nice to play in your own gymnasium when you get a chance to do it. We got a brand-new gym, brand-new school. Anytime we get a chance to show it off and get to play in it, it's a big deal for us. And, for Coach D, I know it's important for him. He likes playing at home. Kids respond well. Our students will be behind the kids, so it'll be a good atmosphere for our kids today.
Absolutely, Coach. We appreciate you stopping by. Say hello to everybody for us. Life is good, Andrew. Stay on the positive side. Ash Wednesday tomorrow.
Absolutely.
All right, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me over. Thank you.
Thank you. High Valley Sports Online. Jason Jenkins is here, ready to take over. And we got a pregame. We got a tip coming up here in about 9 minutes. Andrew, can you do anything about getting us some waters?
Water? I have no idea about it. I don't even ask.
All right, Andrew, I had you on the spot there online, so everything's good.
This broadcast is sponsored by Lancia Healthcare, specializing in skilled care, rehabilitation, and transitional care. They have 3 locations to serve you or a loved one: the Villa Royale or Villa Vista in Steubenville and the Belmont Manor in St. Clairsville. Lancia Healthcare is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Who do you call to rid your home of those dreaded uninvited guests? Well, if those guests are pests like bed bugs, ants, roaches, fleas, spiders, yuck, you gotta call JC Pest Control, 740-381-5928. If it's a pest, they can take care of it, especially those nasty bed bugs. JC Pest Control is available 24/7. They are licensed and insured, and they do residential and commercial work. Call them now to get rid of those uninvited pests. JC Pest Control, 740-381-5928.
Looking for a place to stay? Then stay at the Best Western Plus Franciscan Square Inn and Suites, conveniently located in the beautiful Ohio Valley next to State Routes 22 and 7 at the gates of Franciscan University of Steubenville. Receive a warm welcome from friendly, attentive staff, providing all the amenities you deserve. Each guest room is done in beautiful modern decor, with amenities including a microwave and mini fridge, free high-speed wireless internet, and a flat panel television. Stay in a suite for extra space with the same great amenities. Best Western Plus Franciscan Square Inn is a proud Barron sponsor. Now's the time of year to reward your young athlete for a job well done. At the Wintersville Trophy Shop, they have all you need for your special athlete, like trophies, plaques, and ribbons for every sport. The Wintersville Trophy Shop, 756 Main Street in Wintersville, 740-266-6905. Call today.
There's nothing like the sound of a ball solidly hit off a wooden bat. At the Swearingen Bat Company, all bats are handcrafted for you. Their focus is on a player's specific needs. The perfect balance with a perfect handle should be a smooth extension to the batter. Visit the Swearingen Bat Company online at swearingenbaseball.com or look them up on Facebook. Get that perfect quality wooden bat handcrafted locally just for you. There are plenty of models for all levels of play, and they also make great gifts for your special player. You can even choose your own design right down to the specific color. Make sure you visit the Swearingen Bat Company today. Premium quality custom wooden bats, locally made. The Swearingen Bat Company is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Hi, this is Raymond DeGresta from Ace Optical. When I can't be at the game, I listen to Ohio Valley Sports Online.
Attorney Adam Martello is your one call for DUI defense, probate, and estate planning. He also can provide real estate expertise plus general civil litigation. Call Attorney Adam Martello today at 740-317-0193. The Martello Law Office is located on Fernwood Road in Wintersville. Attorney Adam Martello is your one call for legal assistance. 740-317-0193.
Bert's Hot Dog Shop. Here's the who, what, where, when, and why about Bert's.
Where?
Route 18, just outside Burgettstown.
When?
When you want the very best hot dog you've ever tasted.
Why?
Because it's Bert's passion to create the best hot dog, to create fresh homemade chili sauce for your chili dog each and every day.
How?
Oh, that's simple. It's a foot long with or without chili. It's a hot dog with or without the fixins. It's how you love your hot dog. Bert knows. Bert knows how. Bert knows hot dogs. Route 18. See you there, dog.
The Target Shop has all your fall sports needs. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned Target Shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
Edge Basketball is excited to be celebrating our 8th year of ministry in our community. The Edge program is comprised of 360 kids, boys and girls, grades 1 through 6 from our tri-state area. The mission of our league is to build Christian values through competitive sports. We want our kids to compete, but we want them to do so with the utmost Christian character. We're so thankful for everyone who has supported our league. God bless you.
Live from Wintersville, Ohio at Indian Creek High School at the Joe Dunleavy Court, Ohio Valley Sports Online presents Ohio High School Basketball Playoffs. And tonight, Indian Creek hosts Beaver Local Beavers in the Eastern District Sectional Tournament. Tonight's game brought to you by AT&T on Sunset, Capital Recovery, Edge Sports, Franciscan University of Steubenville, Best Western Franciscan Square, Sickles Law Office, Hood Pharmacy, BR Landscaping, the Mossy Funeral Home, IBEW Local 246, J.E. Foster Funeral Home, J.C. Pest Control, the Wintersville Trophy Shop, D's Fish and Chips, Adam Martelli, Attorney at Law, Marcino Enterprises, Hauser Furniture, Valley Converting, Josephine Carey out in Bingo, Trinity Health System, Blakemore Insurance, More Stupid Maintenance, M&M Hardware, Signs LTD, Anthony Myers, Bennigan, Apollo Restoration, is the law office, Burt Hot Dog, Dr. John Beagle, Mary McKinley, the Ohio Motor Group, Bud Parkway West, Maple Spaghetti House, the Target Shop, Homo Construction, Soft Type Federal Credit Union, the National Colloid Company,
Black River Logistics, TS Electric, also brought to you by Lanza Villa Royale, Bradley Landscape, Everhart Boat Funeral Home, the Viking Poker Social Club, Swearingen Bat Company, Economy Lawn Care, the Main Street Bank. And tonight, our special VIP food sponsor, we want a special shout out and thank you to Justin Bell and all the fine folks at Bell's Pizza, located at 41 Reichert Avenue in Wintersville, Ohio. Justin took very good care of us tonight.
Wow.
Coach Ray Suckoff, Jason Jenkins, Dan Vogel, and as always, Jim Jaggers Huggins calling from up above. Justin blessed us with pizza. He blessed us with calzone. He blessed us with stuffed crust pizza, and all of us was delicious. Wouldn't you say, Coach?
I'm going to tell you something right now. That pizza's outstanding. The stuffed pizza's good. Very, very, very generous portions for us. Really appreciative of what we're doing. And also want to take this time, don't want to take nothing away from them, but I also want to welcome one of our new sponsors as well, Signs Limited, Ed Rice, who did some banners for us. We want to say thank you to Ed as well.
As tonight, we come in Indian Creek, the higher seed, I believe they're the 8th seed, Beaver Local, the 10th seed, Beaver Local, the 11th seed. They will meet tonight here out Wintersville, and the winner, this is a pigtail game, of course, the winner will get St. Clairsville, and I heard you talk to the coach earlier. If Indian Creek wins, the game will be here Saturday, and if Beaver Local will happen to win, it'll be at St. Clairsville. So a lot on the line tonight's game here in the sectionals here at Indian Creek.
Absolutely. New life, Jason. New life. Tournament basketball brings new life. Beaver Local coming in 11-11, Indian Creek 10-12, but losers of their last 7 out of 8. So both teams get new life here, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. As you said, Beaver Local winning 3 out of 4 to get to 11-11. And Indian Creek looking to turn things around, and no better time to do it here in the tournament here tonight at 10-12. They would look nothing better than to right the ship and get another home game, as Coach D said, during your interview. That's an interesting take. We'll take the pigtail game so we can get, 2 home games.
Yep.
Let's take a short break. We'll go to the PA announcer here, the national anthem.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Got a sidewalk that needs replaced, or maybe your roof is leaking? How about some new windows? Who do you call? Fort Steuben Maintenance, that's who. Commercial or residential, they can handle most any project, big or small. They also do new construction and renovations. So get a free estimate by calling Fort Steuben Maintenance today and get them started on your next project. 740-283-4890 for Fort Steuben Maintenance.
And we are back here at the Indian Creek Gymnasium, first night of boys district basketball tournament. Also, actually, tonight's Steubenville Big Red playing at John Glenn, and as well as Steubenville Catholic Central. I believe they are
Zanesville Rosecrans.
The Bishop Rosecrans. So we'll have some reports coming in tonight as they tell us about tonight's officials. Mr. Glenn Perdue, good friend of mine. Pete Brogdon, one of the best around.
And Kelly Fitzsimmons.
Johnny Fitzsimmons. So we got 2 from the WVO board and 1 from the Wheeling board, but this is tournament basketball, and you don't get tournament games, Jason, unless you're good because the coaches vote on them.
And all three of those gentlemen are very good. We've seen them during the year. Know the game. Very good officials tonight. So,
absolutely, Jason. Like one thing we got to touch on is the fact that Indian Creek's carrying the burden of beating the team 3 times.
Yes.
I don't know whether that's a belief or not, but it's been around sports a long time. So, they got that burden because they beat Beaver Local twice during the regular season.
Yeah, and you're right. It's always tough to pick up that third victory. I like my man's hair there, number 33. Keaton Huddleston. Beaver Local's got some size, Coach.
They do. I got a chance to see him play against Big Red. They took Big Red down to the line. That was Big Red's 4th win in a row on their 4-game winning streak to close the season. And this young kid, the freshman, I believe his name's Owen Hill.
6'4".
Yeah, he's a nice shooter. He does a lot of good things. Beaver Local plays hard. I look for this to be a very, very interesting game of 2 evenly matched teams.
As the Fighting Beavers come out, they're visiting red jerseys, white numerals trimmed in black. Beavers trimmed in black in the front, white stripes down the side with the BL on the shorts. Starting lineup for the Beavers, number 35, 5'11" senior Owen Bislett. Number 22, 6'4", Owen Hill, 6'4" freshman. Number 5, 6' senior Mike McKenzie. Number 2, 5'9" senior Noah Bauer. And number 15, 6'3" junior Evan Stevenson.
And Mike McKenzie, that's the head football coach's son, Mike McKenzie.
Yes.
So that's a coach's boy, and he'll be aware on the court tonight, as most coaches' kids are.
Also in action tonight, hopefully get a report from ScoreStream or someone listening in. The Toronto Red Knights taking on, I believe, the Shenandoah Zips at home in the opening round of the Eastern District Tournament. Sparks crowd starting to fill in a little bit more. Indian Creek, of course, in their home whites with the burgundy numerals trimmed in gold. Gold stripes outlined in burgundy and white shorts. And we talked about it, Coach. They 7 out of 8. How do you turn it? They were 9-5 at one point, and they lost 7 out of their last 8, including 3 in a row.
We talked to Joe about that, Jason, in the pregame interview brought to you by Berryman Chemicals, and he said, Raymond, you wouldn't even know because they're practicing hard every day, and Coach Dunleavy brings the best out of them. And I look for Logan Kuzikowski to have a big game tonight, handling the ball out front. He's like a coach on the court. I'm very impressed with his game. But I think, they get back Schaefer, but they're still missing Bodo. And Bodo was their outside shooter, Jason.
Their starting lineup includes number 1, 5'10" senior Trevor Francis. Number 3, 5'8" senior Logan Kuzikowski. 6' senior number 10 Luca Morelli. 6' senior number 11 Jaden Vanderborn, and 6'4" senior Logan Schaefer. And I love the way Luca Morelli plays all year. We talked about not the tallest, but he gets in there with the big man as his dad, Rich and Mom Courtney, enter the gymnasium. Just as we're about to tip off the Eastern District Tournament basketball, it'll be Schaefer going up against Hill.
Bell's Pizza and Calzone tip.
And Hill wins a tip. It'll go back to Stevenson.
First quarter brought to you by Dr. John Figgle.
Stevenson kicks the ball over to Noah Boyer. Boyer gets the ball down to Bizanik. Creek, of course, in that man-to-man, gets it back out to Boyer. Dribbles left side, picks up his dribble. Here's Luca Morelli with the first steal, turnover, and lays it up. And Luca Morelli.
Just like it's taught, Jason, get up in the passing lane. Get up in the passing lane.
Creek with full court pressure. Boyer bring it up, being guarded by Coos. Dribbles left side, kicks the ball over to McKenzie. McKenzie throws it down low into Hill. Hill kicks it back out. McKenzie with the ball, or Bizanik with the ball. Spin, he gets it to McKenzie. Picks up his dribble.
Good help defense,
Excellent
Jason.
D by Indian Creek. Going to the hole hard, no good. That was Bazanik on the take, but they get the offensive rebound. Back out to Boyer. Nice pass down low. Owen Hill, no good though. And my man, the smallest guy on the court, Coos with the rebound. Great defense, forcing them to take shots they didn't want to, Coach.
That's the way they play it. Keep them out, push them out.
Beautiful pass down low, up. Schaefer with the rebound, blocked.
Nice job by the freshman defensively with the block. Owen Schaefer kept his pivot. Couldn't get a shot off. Nice job.
Zanuck spins right into the trap. But luckily they get it back. That'll be Stevenson with the ball. Gives it back to Bazanik. Goes to the hole hard. Blocked, and it'll stay here.
Look at the help side defense. Look for this all night, people, as you're watching this game live streamed here from Indian Creek High School. Indian Creek will sag on the weak side and try to get the charge.
Bazanik taking the ball to the hole 2 or 3 times, just haven't been able to convert. They get the ball into Stevenson. Being guarded by Schaefer. Nice help by Coos. Blocked by Schaefer, and they're going to get a foul. Got him on the arm. So the freshman, 6'4" freshman, Owen Hill, will go to the foul line. The first shot is up. No, you know what? I'm wrong. That was Stevenson.
15's Evan Stevenson.
He makes
Call a violation. Got a violation here. He was inside and he left it. Pete Brogdon caught it.
As I said before, Pete, one of the best.
So you lose a chance at a point there.
Coos brings it up. Beaver and a man-to-man. I don't think he can guard Coos like that, Coach. I was getting ready to say that.
Wow.
And Coos says, I don't think he can either.
Yeah.
Logan Kuzikowski to the hole. 4-1 Indian Creek. And the ball tipped out by Drake Freshwater on the defense there.
Indian Creek 2 for 2 from the field, 2 layups. Man-to-man press.
I don't think that's going to change. I don't think he can guard Coos all night, Coach.
Better give him a little bit of room.
Bazanik bringing the ball up the court, being guarded by Morelli. Dribbles right side, cuts back to the left. Tries to throw it down, kick ball there by Schaefer.
See the St. Clairsville contingent, the Clifford family.
Oh, yeah.
And their assistant, Sacco, my cousin.
Got to interview him down at Wheeling at Generations. They kick the ball inside to Stevenson. Back in the corner.
Look at the help defense.
Bazanik with the ball.
Nice
look.
Nice
look to Stevenson. He's got 3. 4-3 Indian Creek. Coos brings it up. Dribbles right side, gives the ball to Freshwater. Cuts down the lane, jump stop, throws up a runner. No good. Rebound pulled down by McKenzie. He kicks it over to Boyer to bring it up. Boyer comes to the left side, gets it over to McKenzie. McKenzie throws it into the lane to Stevenson. Dribbles once, picks it back out, gets it out to Boyer.
Both teams running set offenses, Jason.
Zanuck, nice. He gets through. Oh, they get Coos with the foul. I thought he got a clean block, or clean swipe.
2 shots. Owen Bazanik, very, very aggressive, taking the ball to the hole every time he gets it.
He's a strong-looking young man, too, Coach.
Plays very aggressive.
First shot, nothing but net. Checking in, Jaden Vanderborn along with Lyndon Pennell. .454 here in the first quarter from Coach D. Court in Indian Creek. Second shot rolls around and it's good.
Got them both.
Beaver Local up 5-4. There goes Coos past Boyer, and once again he gets right past him. Boyer rides him. They're going to have to change that, Coach.
He's going to have to give him room if they're determined to play man-to-man. That's a matchup that Kuzikowski's smart enough to exploit the entire time.
And you talked about earlier how smart Logan is.
Got the set.
Folks, join in, tune in, let us know you're on for a second quarter world famous, often imitated, never duplicated shout outs. Coos with the ball in the lane, pulls it back out, dribbles left side, kicks it ball over to Vanderborn. Back out to Pinnell. Francis cuts to the lane, picks up his dribble, gives it up to Vanderborn down the lane, blocked. There goes Bozanik, 1-on-4, and he's going. Oh, but Logan Schaefer says, not my house.
Absolutely.
Get that out of here. It'll stay with Beaver. We got a timeout. 5-4, Beaver Local. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Homewell Construction and Home Incorporated can take care of all of your home remodel and new build needs. Some of the services we offer are kitchen, bathroom, and other remodeling projects. We also offer new roofs, home additions, new builds, and outdoor spaces, including decks, patios, and outdoor rooms. Homewell Construction has a 5-star rating. Homewell Construction does all home improvements and new construction from design to finished product. Look them up on Facebook today. Homewell Construction is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Quick reminder there in that timeout, Coach Dunleavy didn't take too much time talking, just got his point across and sent his team back on the court.
You know what I think he didn't like, Coach? I said 1-on-4. He went right through all of them.
Yeah.
Bozanik to inbound. He gets it into McKenzie. Pass down low. Nice spin move up, but too strong. Bozanik with the rebound up over Schaefer.
Absolutely. Bozanik very, very active.
7-4. Beaver Local lead. Goes to Vanderborn. Vanderborn over to Pinnell. It's to Francis. Francis gives the ball to Schaefer. Back out to Francis. Nice pass to Kuz. Gets his man up in the air. Up and in, Logan Kuzikowski's got 4. Down amongst the Giants. So smart. Gets his man up in the air and just gets it right up over top of him.
Very efficient, Jason. 2 shots, 2 makes.
Boyer with the ball. Gives it over to McKenzie.
Good defense by Schaefer. Excellent defense. Hedged him in the post, got around him, and got the ball.
Kuz being guarded by Boyer once again. Kicks it down low to Schaefer. Spin move. Picks up his dribble. Gets it back out to Francis. Thought about the 3, but decides to take it. Tries to get nice defense here, not going up with Owen Hill. They get the ball to Pinnell. He dribbles on the lane, jump stop, and we're going to get a foul.
Got a travel.
Good call.
Force a turnover there.
Excellent help defense once again by Beaver Local.
Absolutely. Both teams defensive sound so far.
Hunter Warwick checking in for Beaver Local. Saw last game, he had 24, Coach, off the bench. Warwick will bring the ball up. Being guarded by Pinnell. Oh!
Unforced turnover. They weren't on the same page there.
Yeah, Boyer was running a play, and it wasn't the same play as Warwick.
Morelli back in the game. 2:56 to go, 7-6 Beaver Local. Beaver stays man-to-man.
Okay. Kuz with the ball. He'll shoot
ball.
the 3. No good. They fight for the rebound off of the hands of Luke Morelli going to Beaver. Join us tomorrow night, folks, as we will be at Weird Madonna, as I believe they take on the Clay Battelle Seabees.
The Seabees, the big Seabees. 6'7", 6'8 team, 6'4".
Bozanik over to Warwick. Being hounded by Pinnell. Dribbles. He kicks it back out to Boyer. Boyer gets a screen from Bozanik. Nice D by Kuz. They give it to Bozanik. I don't think he'll be able to take Luka like that, Coach. But I was wrong as he goes down the lane. But Logan Schaefer says once again, no, no, no. His second block of the night. And you talked about that before the game. His presence not only on offense but defense.
They're a different team with Schaefer in the game.
Kuz picks up his dribble, gets it out to Vanderborn. Vanderborn, nice job, and there goes Lucas Strong. But also, I can do that too.
The big
says
freshman.
Owen Hill. 7-6, 139 left. Zanuck picks up his dribble, kicks it over to Boyer. Dribbles left side baseline. Nice job by Coos, but he spins inside, throws it up. No good. Here comes Coos with Boyer trailing behind him. Gets it to Pinnell, or Vanderborn. He gets it to Pinnell. He dribbles towards the middle. Out to Morelli for three. Luca Morelli. He's got 5. Creek back on top, 9-7. Just over a minute to go. Coach Ray Sawcott, Jason Jenkins, Dan Vogel, Jim Huggins from above.
Very few rebounds so far, Jason. Block shots and balls knocked out of bounds.
Warwick gets the ball to Zanuck. He kicks it over to Boyer. He'll take the 3. No good. Long rebound. Pulled down by Pinnell. He gets it to Kuzikowski. Jumps up. Goes up. Throws it up. And it's an offensive foul. The bucket went in, but it doesn't count. That'll be Kuzi's second. Nice defense there. I want to say thank you once again to Bell's Pizza for being our VIP food sponsor for the evening. Justin and the folks over at Bell's, located at 41 Record Avenue in Wintersville. Dan will put a shot up there a little bit. That was fantastic. The stuffed pizza was great. The calzone. Nice spin move. And we're going to get a foul on Noah Tweedy just in the game. Excellent spin move. Really impressed by this freshman coach.
Absolutely. I saw him play Beaver Local in the Big Red game. I was really impressed with him. Shot the ball from the perimeter real well. Played inside tough. Got a bright future ahead of him if everything goes okay.
His first shot is up, and it rattles in. We're tied at 8. 23 seconds left here in the first.
4 for 4 from the foul line as a team, Beaver Local.
Second shot is up, and it's in. 9-8, the Fighting Beavers. No Tweedy in the game will bring it up.
I'm sure Creek will go for the last shot here, 20 seconds.
Tweedy being guarded by Brock Taylor just come in the game.
Brock Taylor been injured.
Trevor Francis cuts down the lane, no good. Rebound pulled down by Hill. They race it up court. Deep shot by Brock Taylor, no good. The score at the end of 1, Beaver Local 9, Indian Creek 8. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, your connection to Ohio Valley sports. Listen anywhere in the world from any connected device, smartphone, tablets, iPads, and computers. Ohio Valley Sports Online brings you live game action from the guys with over 50 years in radio sports broadcasting. The Target Shop has all your fall sports needs. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned Target Shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
When you need electrical work for your home or business, you need it done right the first time. The IBEW provides professional electrical contractors and tradesmen that undergo extensive training and apprenticeships to ensure the best service and safety for your electrical needs. Our quality jobs in the community fuel our economy with quality workmanship. We're your International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, and we are trained to electrify.
We're back here, Coach D Court, Indian Creek High School. Beaver Local 9, Indian Creek 8 at the end of 1.
Some early scores from the Main Street Bank out-of-town scoreboard. Buckeye Trail leading Martin Ferry early, 17-16 in sectional play. Also, Tri-Valley 23, Beaver Local 9. Malvern 23, Edison 4. That's all we have right now. We'll have
Crusaders up after 1, 2017 over Zanesville Rosecrans.
I predict the upset as the Crusaders, the lower-ranked team in that bracket right there. I'm predicting the Crusader upset on the road tonight. They get the ball down to Morelli. He goes right at the big man. But once again,
third block. That's his third block, Jason Hill.
Owen Hill says no. He doesn't foul. He goes straight up. Brock Taylor with the ball. He kicks it down in the corner to McKenzie. McKenzie gets it to Hill. He goes right at Morelli. No good. They fight for the rebound. Morelli picks it up. Gives it over to Tweedy. He'll bring it up court, being guarded by Taylor. Over to Luca. Luca dribble, drives, takes up strong.
Another one.
Once again.
4 blocks, Jason. He just took it right off him, that one. just took it off him, didn't block it, just grabbed it.
The 6'4" freshman.
4 blocks in opening quarter here in a minute.
There's Luca Nummerelli with another steal, though. Goes up, and the ball is stripped.
Quick hands by Brock Taylor. Brock Taylor been on the injured reserve list. He missed the last 4 games. He just got back in. Coach likes him. Coach Miller likes him.
Luca with his second steal of the night. Will be Indian Creek ball out of bounds underneath. Want to start out our world famous shout out with my better half, Melissa, watching at home. Melissa Marcino. Coos gets the ball into Tweedy. Back out to Logan Kuzakowski. Back in with the 2 fouls. Shout out to one of our top listeners, Rena Koski-Duco. Tweedy jump stops. Gives it to Francis. Francis trying to go up, but too much in the lane there. He kicks it out. 3-pointer by Freshwater, no good. Francis with the rebound to Kuzakowski. Nice job, Logan, as he got Taylor in the air. Just so smart. Shout out to my man, idol, Rodney James, my baseball idol. Sam Clark, yes he is, very impressed with the freshman. Thomas Huggins watching. Randy Cottis. My man Mark Skinny Yates and Cricket Porter. Thank you folks for tuning in. And a rare miss by Logan.
John Glenn, 15-14 over Steubenville Big Red after 1.
As Logan misses both of them. Boyer back in, being guarded by Schaefer. They got a mismatch. Coos trying to guard the bigger 6'3" Stevenson down low. They get it out to Bozanic. Being guarded by Francis. Spin move.
Man, he
Nice
busted
hand
his
by
way
Francis.
in there. Great defense.
And off of Bozanic.
Great defense by Trevor Francis. Really nice job staying in front, getting the tip.
Indian Creek with 1 turnover in the face. The Beavers with 3. Folks, remember, if you haven't done so already, please either go to YouTube, hit subscribe on Ohio Valley Sports Online. It costs you nothing, but it lets you know when we're on air. It helps us out in our quest to get to 2,000. We're about 1,300 followers right now. Nice backdoor cut pass, feed, and basket for Drake Freshwater. That's a Joe Dunleavy play.
Absolutely.
Also, our Facebook page, we're about 2,700 there. Offensive foul.
An offensive block, illegal screen. Glenn Purdue right on it. Called that with emotion.
Excellent call, too. The junior, 6'3" junior, Evan Stevenson. We talked about their height, 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", 6'3", and then they go along with the 6-footers and 5'9". They're not small. Francis with the ball to Kuzakowski. Takes Boyer once again, but no good. They fight for the rebound. Francis pulls it back out. Over to Freshwater. 10-9, 5:25 left here in the first half. Also, folks, if you want to, see on the bottom of the Facebook page, send stars. Kuz taking Boyer, kicks it out to a wide open Francis. No good. They fight for the rebound. Pulled down by the big freshman, Owen Hill. Hill to Bozanic. Bozanic being guarded by Tweedy. Gets it down to Stevenson. Stevenson back out to Hunter Warwick, who's back in the game, being guarded by Freshwater. Thought about the 3. Nice job. They're not letting them get that off. Another turnover.
There you go.
The 6th of the game. As we're about halfway through the second, they haven't scored yet. Nice pass, give and go, but no good. But Francis gets his own rebound, throws it up, and no good. Rebound pulled down by Boyer.
2 shots and a rebound there.
Off of that ball's going to go out of bounds. Off of Kuz, you got to be careful. He's got 2 fouls here already.
Boy, I'm impressed with this freshman Hill, man. 4 blocks, 4 rebounds in the first half here.
Here comes Boyer. Picks up his dribble, gets it over Bazanik, almost stolen by Tweedy. Bazanik dribbles right side, comes left side, jump stop, throws up a runner. No good. Ball tipped up. They fight for it.
Loose ball. Hill comes up with it to the hole. Bucket.
Look at Owen Hill. He's got 4. 11-10. Back and forth battle. The 8th seed and the 11th seed.
Set offense here by Indian Creek.
The winner will get the 9th seed, the St. Clairsville Red Devils. As we say, Coach Clifford family, his dad down there watching. Freshwater in the corner for 3, no good. Nice job by Francis. He gets it out to Kuz. He'll take the 3. Logan buries it.
Kuzakowski gets it. Francis gets a rebound.
He's got 7. 13-11 with 3:22 left here in the first half. Excellent, very smart move by Hunter Warwick. He was falling out of bounds. He had the presence enough to call timeout. We'll take it with him. 3:17 left in the first half. We'll be back after this.
Blakemore Insurance Agency is exclusive to the senior market. We represent a variety of Medicare supplements or Medicare Advantage plans, giving us the ability to offer some of the most competitive products from the top insurance companies in our country. Our loyalty lies with you, our customer, not the insurance company. Many of today's seniors are completely overwhelmed with turning 65 and going on to Medicare. Call Blakemore Insurance Agency today for more information. 304-723-0909. Blakemore Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
We are back 13-11 Indian Creek as they hold the Beavers to 2 points, Coach, here in the second quarter. And we're halfway through. Nice head, but Bazinzik said, I'll change that as he gets fouled. Bazanik goes to the hole hard. That foul is going to go on number 12, Noah Tweedy, his second. Bazanik. He's got 4. He's 2 for 2 from the foul line. First shot is up. And this one rolls around no good.
Hopefully we're going to have Coach Ryan Clifford up here. He got the winner of this game. Get him up here at halftime. Just sent a text message up to his dad.
Second shot from Bazanik is up. And it's good. 13-12. Indian Creek with a 1-point lead, just approaching 3 minutes.
Jason, if they missed a free throw, I don't think
He
Beaver.
missed the first one.
He missed his first one?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. That was the first one they missed tonight. They were 5 for 5 in the first. Schaefer with the ball to Kuzakowski. Kuz has 7, kicks it in the corner to Freshwater. Takes his man baseline. And we get the push.
Both teams being aggressive, Jason, taking the ball to the hole, man.
That push is going to go on Mike McKenzie, the 6-foot senior. Thing about it is they're right, but Beaver so far, they've had the size down low. They contest those shots. They get the ball to Francis. He kicks it back out. Freshwater for another 3. This one's money.
There you go.
You always say you're a shooter, keep shooting. Freshwater's got 5. It's a 4-point Creek lead. Here comes Bazanik. And once again, another steal. They try to cross-court pass. Logan Schaefer takes it up and
You're
in.
not going to do that against an Indian Creek team
No,
with
sir.
Joe Dunleavy. They get up in them passing lanes, and they know how to play defense.
We talked about that the other day, Coach, how that doesn't happen much anymore. But you're right. When you see the fundamentally sound Coach Joe Dunleavy, you're not getting that pass across.
No.
Nice backdoor pass strip from behind.
Block.
Schaefer, his 3rd block of the game. Creek opens up a 6-point lead. Schaefer over to Kuz. Takes Boyer baseline, picks up his dribble. He tries to get it across, but it's stolen by Bozanic.
He's going to the hole.
Oh, he's taking that. Euro step up over Schaefer, no good. But there's the
Rebound
big man,
Hill.
Owen Hill.
With a putback and a rebound.
He's got 7. (18-14) Indian Creek. 1:23 left in the half. Freshwater to the hole. He's feeling it now. 7 in the quarter for Drake Freshwater. Back to a 6-point lead. 1:13 to go here in the first half. Folks, let us know you're on here. Go to our Facebook page or YouTube. Give us a shout out and we'll respond. Nice trap right there. Oh, a little bit too much.
I want to thank Mel Pursuit up at the Big Red game sending us scores, and Michael Barber just sent us a score. Michael Barber Jr. 32-30 Central at halftime over Zanesville Rosecrans.
I love the way that Crusader team came together all year. Indian Creek with 6 fouls. Beaver with 4, under a minute here, though, here in the first. Brock Taylor to inbound, or McKenzie to inbound. He gets it over to Warwick. He'll shoot the 3, and he buries it. That's the kid I told you had 24 the other night off the bench.
He come in firing, Jason.
The 3-point lead as Ryan Clifford comes around. Freshwater gets the ball to Morelli. Back out to Francis. Francis loses all Bozanic with the steal, and we're going to get the foul. Francis, a little bit of frustration there. Does he get the foul off of Bozanic? Oh, my goodness. Bozanic going to the line, 20-17. .38 seconds left, first shot up, and it's in. Owen Bozanic 3 for 3 from the line. Now he has 5. 2-point ball game with 38 seconds of low scoring first half, 20-18, as we will be joined here in a few seconds at halftime by St. Clairsville head coach Ryan Clifford. Second shot is up. Nothing but net.
Bozanic's been very aggressive. I saw him play this the second time. He's aggressive with the ball. Little 2-2-1 pressure to close out the half.
20-19. They get the ball across. There's a backcourt.
The backcourt.
Oh, my.
Vanderborn panicked a little bit, threw the ball backcourt. Got to catch and face.
Third Indian Creek turnover. Fighting Beavers now with 7. But they'll have a chance to close it out here and take the lead back. They were down by 6 just a minute ago, Coach.
Hate to see that from a senior. I know that, a backcourt call.
Boyer to bring it up, being guarded by Tweedy. He gets it to Bozanic. Morelli doing a nice job forcing him out. Bozanic keeping the dribble. He gets it over to Hill. About that, back out to Bozanic, under 10. He wants to pick.
They're going to post him up.
Dribble. Nice job by Schaefer there. And we'll have our Bell's Pizza jump ball just before the end of the first half. 3.5. I don't think the arrows on this side is going to stay with the Beavers.
Nice defense there. He was hedging him in the post. Did a nice job getting around him. They wanted the post up in there with Hill, who's been effective for him.
I love the job Morelli did on Bozanic. He wanted to drive it first, but then gave up on it. They get the ball into work in the corner for 3, 2.8. He cuts towards the middle, throws up a runner. No good. That'll do it, folks, to score at the end of the first half. Indian Creek 20, Beaver 19. We'll be right back with Coach Ryan Clifford of the St. Clairsville Red Devils after a word from our sponsors.
Attorney Adam Martello is your one call for DUI defense, probate, and estate planning. He also can provide real estate expertise plus general civil litigation. Call Attorney Adam Martello today at 740-317-0193. The Martello Law Office is located on Fernwood Road in Wintersville. Attorney Adam Martello is your one call for legal assistance. 740-317-0193.
Naples Spaghetti House since 1923, located in downtown Steubenville at 329 North Street. Great food, great bread, and great atmosphere. You can dine in or call in to carry out. They have monthly and weekly specials. Just visit NaplesSpaghettiHouse.com to see all the current specials, or look them up on Facebook. Naples Spaghetti House in Steubenville is closed on Mondays and open 11 to 7 Tuesday through Friday and noon to 7 on weekends. To call in an order, it's 740-283-3405. 740-283-3405. Naples Spaghetti House since 1923.
We're back here, Indian Creek High School. Coach Dunleavy Court. Got my good buddy's son here, Ryan Clifford. His dad got him his job. Kimmy Clifford, longtime coach of St. Clairsville, good friend, quality individual. How's your old man doing, Ryan?
Oh, he's great. He's here helping me scout tonight. He always pays for the meal, too, so that's good.
I'll tell you a story about me and your dad scouting one time. We were scouting, and we left early to go get a beer. And your mom caught him. Your mom caught him whenever he come home. He said, who won? And he gave the wrong answer. So,
I don't think that's the only time he's ever been.
Oh no, I got a million Kim Clifford stories. I'll tell you that. Ryan, tell us a little bit about you. Got the winner of this game here. Tell us a little bit about your season.
So we're playing a lot of young kids. We start a couple sophomores, a junior, and a couple seniors. Started off a little slow. We've come on as of late. We had a real good weekend this past weekend. Had a chance to beat a really good Wheeling Park team Thursday night. Blew kind of a big lead at their place, but then rebounded the next night against the league champs at Harrison Central, but again on the road with a good win. Coming into the tournament, I like where we are.
Harrison Central is a good team. They're big.
Yes,
They're big.
yeah.
Are you guys big?
We've got some length. I don't know that I'd call us big. With young guys, we're kind of skinny, but we've got some athleticism and some skill with the ball. We scored a pretty high rate. I think RPI had us the 15th highest scoring team in D2 right now. That tells you either we can score or we're not guarding anybody, one or the other.
Well, you could definitely score. I want to know what the RPI rating is for you defensively. That's the key.
We skipped that page.
There you go. I understand that. What do you think about tonight's game, Ryan? Who you like in this one?
Creek's tough to beat here on the road. Coach D does a great job with them defensively. Beaver's size has bothered them in the first half. They've had a hard time scoring in the lane. I think
freshman's giving them 4 blocks, 4 rebounds.
He had a good game against us up at their place right before Christmas. Played really well. He's blocked some shots in there. I think what you see right now is what you're going to get the second half, nip and tuck all the way to the end.
Yeah, they seem evenly matched. Did you play Indian Creek this year?
We came here December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas, and won. Probably it was our signature win. Definitely up to that point, we were 20 of 21 at the free throw line, which helps.
Sure does.
Then we turned around a week later and went to Beaver. They beat us right at the end, and we missed 19 free throws that night. So, again, with a young team, we were a little inconsistent in December.
Well, that familiarity helps you, especially in the tournament. New life for everybody, but it's good to have played people. Where me and Jason were talking about Indian Creek having that onus of beating Beaver Local 3 times tonight. So far, it's 2019. Coach Dunleavy does a great job. How's my cousin down there, Coach Sacco, doing? Is he hanging in tough or what?
He's here. He had a big meal at DJ's right before we came, so I'm not sure if he's still awake over there or not. But
he's fading away, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Ryan. Well, I'm glad you stopped by. I appreciate your time. Looking forward to seeing you Saturday here against Creek.
Yeah, well, I hope we're at home against Beaver. But
is that what you got?
So if Creek wins, we'll be here. If Beaver wins, we'll be at our place. Obviously – we're going to have to show up either way, but it'd be nice to play at home.
Oh, absolutely, man. That really is a big change from whenever me and your dad was coaching about getting these home games in the tournament. Now there's a possibility of you getting 2. What was your record this year, Ryan?
We're 10-12 coming into the tournament. Again, we've played better of late. but you are what your record is, and we're a below 500 team right now. So
Do you have any injuries, or are you guys healthy?
we should be good to go. Unless I screw them up at practice this week, we'll be all right.
All right, my man. You say hello to your mother for me, and
I will.
Give my best to everybody.
We appreciate what you guys are doing for basketball in the Valley, coming around and giving some exposure to these kids. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. We love doing it. It's a lot of fun, and if I got anything to say about it, we'll be around for a long time.
Well, we appreciate it.
All right, my man. Thanks for coming, man.
Thank you.
All right, this Ryan Clifford, head coach of St. Clairsville Red Devils, is brought to you by Berryman Chemicals. We'll be right back with the second half.
Valley Converting, located in Toronto, Ohio, purchases paper products from the public daily. Valley Converting is a manufacturer and converter of 100% recycled paperboard. For information or questions about Valley Converting products and services, contact them at 740-537-2152. Valley Converting is located on South 4th Street in Toronto, Ohio. Take your paper recyclables to them and convert them into cash. Valley Converting is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
We here at Village Sleep Center know that everyone deserves a good night's sleep. That's why we are committed to offering you the very best quality mattresses and bed sets at the most affordable prices. We offer the Valley's largest selection of Serta, especially the iComfort and iComfort Hybrid.
Village Sleep Center is conveniently located at 2528 Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville, or call them at 740-264-5151. Village Sleep Center is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Marcino Enterprises is your complete auto and truck repair center. Marcino Enterprises also offers towing, tires, and vehicle undercoating. You can visit Marcino Enterprises at their new location across from the Winter Drive-In on 43 for 24/7 roadside assistance. Save this number in your phone right now, 740-282-8880. That's an easy number, 740-282-8880. Marcino Enterprises does it all: towing, tires, repair, and vehicle undercoating. This broadcast is sponsored by Lancia Healthcare, specializing in skilled care, rehabilitation, and transitional care. They have 3 locations to serve you or a loved one: the Villa Royale or Villa Vista in Steubenville and the Belmont Manor in St. Clairsville. Lancia Healthcare is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. Ohio Motor Group has 3 locations: Steubenville, Bridgeport, and St. Clairsville. Let Ohio Motor Group show you how easy it is to buy a quality used car. They believe in fair pricing, superior service, and treating every customer right. Their friendly and knowledgeable staff will help you find a car that is fit for your budget. Ohio Motor Group, with 3 locations to serve you. Check them out right now. OhioMotorGroup.com. Find your next ride.
Okay, so where do you go for fish during Lent? Why, Steve's Fish and Chips, of course. Great fish sandwiches and excellent fish junks. Oh, and shrimp too. Plus an assortment of sides. It's great during Lent, but Steve's Fish and Chips is an excellent choice anytime. They have burgers, chicken wings, and salads too. You've got to try the fried pickles. Steve's Fish and Chips. Call today and order 740-282-3261. 740-282-3261.
At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are part of a family. Softite is special because they give members an opportunity to own the financial institution where they do their saving and borrowing. At Softite, they often charge less for loans and pay more for savings than other types of financial institutions. Softite is convenient. They're also a not-for-profit institution. All income, after meeting expenses and reserve needs, is distributed to you, the members, in the form of dividends on savings, competitive loan rates, and improved services. Softites give members a chance to participate in decision-making, something that no other financial institution offers. At Softite Community Federal Credit Union, you are family.
Oh my goodness, we are back 20-19. Indian Creek with the lead at the half. I want to give a special shout out once again to our VIP food sponsor, Bell's Pizza, located in Wintersville, Ohio, 41 Reichert Avenue. Great job. Thank you, Justin and staff over there. Also joined now, we had Coach Ryan Clifford, and we have now his predecessor, the legend, in the Valley. Coach Kim Clifford joining us here as we start the second half.
Kim Clifford, former guard for Bel Air High School, told me
guard in the lunchroom.
Jason, Kim told me a story that when he played Big Red at halftime, he'd have to go in and puke. They was getting pressed the whole game.
Well, that's a true story. Took it out, threw it back, then I threw up at halftime.
Well,
they really got after it.
Kim, these teams are evenly matched. 11-11, 10-12, 2019 at halftime. But I like this kid. I like this freshman.
Owen Hill's got 9. He led Beaver with 7 at the half. Beaver takes a 21-20 lead. At the half, Steubenville Big Red leads John Glenn 32-30. Over 20 fouls in that report I got, Coach, in the first half.
Well, that game is going to be up and down. Mel Pursuit's up here giving play-by-play. They're probably ready to throw him out of the gym.
Old Mel, he's been at it a long time. God bless him.
He sure has.
He's a Steubenville guy, isn't he?
Absolutely. He's a Big Red boy. Yeah. Kim, how much basketball you seen this year?
A good bit. I've been going to the games. I actually helped out a little bit with the junior high, so it's been about every night.
Coos with the jump stop, no good. Got to thank Jason Roberts, too, for Biznak. I was saying Bizniak. Or Bizanik. No good. The big man tries a 3.
So the only thing you've given up, Kim, is the paycheck.
Pretty much. I still buy the meals, so that's where we are with that.
Morelli with the ball. In the first half, Kuzikowski and Freshwater with 7. Bill and Hill with 7. Got to give a shout out to our man Chris Tarquinio tuning in. Also, Kenny Richardson. He said we never give him a shout out, Coach.
I hear Kenny Richardson's name all the time. Jimmy Mack said it.
Nice steal right there. Drake Freshwater. And Biznak with the foul.
Kim, did you get a chance to see Martins Ferry play this year? They got a nice basketball team.
I did. I got to see him play St. C twice. They do. They got a really nice point guard and big kid inside. I guess they're struggling a little bit right now with Buckeye Trail from what I hear.
They were down last I saw. I was trying to check that score out. Look at Freshwater. I talked about that, Coach. He can't guard him.
Well, you know, I think Bowler's got 3 fouls. Doesn't he? All bodying up on Kuzi. I mean, he got to give him a little bit of room because Kuzikowski's taking him every time.
Yeah, Kuzi's a nice little player.
He sure
really
is.
Heady.
Francis with the ball. Nice pass to Kuz. Over to Morelli. Yeah. Up and in. Lucas.
Very nice. Very nice.
Lucas now got 7. Our Main Street Bank out of town scoreboard. Malvin 55. Edison 19 in the third. Buckeye Trail 27. Martins Ferry 26 at the half. McKenzie with the 3. No good. And there he is, a little man. And Biznak over his back. Kuz.
3 good officials on the game, and I really like what they're doing. Experience, letting them play a little bit, but still calling the obvious fouls. And that's all coaches want is call the obvious fouls. You know, the 50-50s you're going to miss. Everybody's going to hate you anyway, but call the obvious fouls, and I think that's what this crew's doing.
Excellent evaluation there. Excellent.
River 56, or River 50, Bridgeport 16.
I'm a lot gentler and kinder now.
Yeah, we've been warned. Tri-Valley 41, Buckeye Local 11 at the half. The Crusaders 32, Rosecrans 30, third quarter. Union Local 26, Harrison 24. That's a game I was interested in too, Coach.
That should be
2 evenly matched teams.
Yeah, very evenly matched.
What game's that?
Union Local and Harrison Central Huskies.
I like Harrison Central. I got a chance to see them play a couple times. They got some big boys, and they got a good guard in Madzai.
They get the ball into the big freshman, up over Schaefer.
Oh, I like this freshman, man. I tell you, 4 blocks, starting to assert himself now.
I'll tell you what, these two teams are just dead even.
Yep.
Kuz gets work in the air, shoots a jumper. Look at Logan Kuzikowski You called him before the game, said he's going to have a big night.
Yes,
Coach.
sir. I like him. I like him a lot, man. He's a coach on the court. He's a heady ball player.
24-23. Warwick with the three. He buries another one.
Warwick come off the bench. He's lighting it up. Coach Dunleavy's ready to choke somebody.
Coach, when I was doing the background on this, he had 24 the last game off the bench.
Well, he's not shy because he come in firing. Overplayed. Nice hustle.
Play with Zanuck, and he calls timeout.
All right, there you go.
26-24, Beaver Local. Let's stay here, Dan, with Coach Clifford.
Well, you got to love the effort of these two teams they're putting out there tonight. Jeez Louise, fun to watch.
They are, you said it, Kim. These teams are evenly matched, and you could tell right now this game's going down to the buzzer. No team had the ability to pull away from each other as of yet. But I like the play of this freshman from Beaver Local, this Hill. 4 blocks in the first half, and he's starting to score now.
One thing I'm seeing that you don't see as much, I hate to say, in this modern era, but the boxing out, the using the right hand to go for the steal instead of the wrong hand, the no cross-court passes by both teams. Just a fundamental. This game, it's a fundamentally sound basketball game.
It very much so. Very much so. Taking care of the ball, playing to their limitations and to their strengths, which is anything a coach really could ask for.
Hey, Kim, one thing I want to ask you, because me and Jason talk about it all the time throughout the year, is can you remember a time, and I'm saying every school, young kids are playing, freshmen, sophomores, are playing varsity basketball, varsity football, varsity baseball. Have you noticed that like I have?
Absolutely, and I say mainly population-wise. Some of these schools that were big, like Bel Air High School, where I went, they don't have a very big enrollment. I think we graduated 254. They're graduating like 90 now.
That's all. That's small now. They've gotten that small.
As Warwick misses a shot, but there to clean it up was Evan Stevenson.
That's probably one of the reasons I'm thinking. I don't know whether the kids are better now or I just seen in baseball and football and basketball. I mean, heck, I probably had a handful of sophomores that played, let alone freshmen.
Yeah, you had to wait your turn back in the day.
They get the ball to Bisnack, down low. Stevenson with a good backside help. Somehow they were able to pull it back out. No good from.
They're mugging each other now. They're going after it now. A little desperation here.
Here comes Coos, 28-24, 3:05 left here in the third. Join us tomorrow night from Weird Madonna as the Blue Dons host the Clay Battelle Seabees.
Nice stroke.
Drake Freshwater still feeling it.
Wow, he pulled up and hit that. Boy, that was pretty.
28-26. Beaver Local. Bisnack guarded by Tweedy. Gets the ball out to Warwick, and we're going to get a block. Offensive foul. That's Bisnack.
Well, you got to call an offensive foul on him once in a while because he's so aggressive going to the hole. I don't think he has much of an outside game, but he takes the ball to the hole, and guys are going to play him like that, especially Joe Dunleavy, whose teams are looking to take a charge when they come out of the locker room.
Yes, he is strong going to the hole, Coach. You call that.
Schaefer's been quiet for Indian Creek.
Got to give a shout out to my man, Mike Scott, father of super sophomore McKenna Scott. Nice hands right there by Warwick.
Good save.
He gets past Coos, dribbles on the line. Nice pass down low, up and in. Evan Stevenson's got 4 in the quarter.
That might be the biggest lead of the game, 4 points.
Now, Creek was up 6 at one time in the first half. But for Beaver, that is the biggest lead. And that ball, it's going to stay here.
Fitzsimmons made the call. Purdue asked for help, and he got it. They worked together.
Got to give a shout out and say thank you to Philip Weber. Phil, tuning in. Beaver Local Fighting Beaver fan, thank you for tuning in to Ohio Valley Sports Online. as Schaefer misses the easy one and picks up the frustration foul.
That drives me crazy, Kim, whenever taking the ball out under the basket and the defense don't even see the ball. They got their butt to the basket, just backdoored him and got a foul on that.
I got to ask you about that too, Coach, because you see that a lot more and more. The out-of-bounds pass underneath the basket, and the defender is looking away. I don't know how many times I said, just throw it off her back.
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
is that a new trend that's being taught
well, I was
everywhere?
just going to say that because we've seen that quite a few times, and I know I never taught that.
We would always tell them, butt to the baseline. Keep your butt to see what's going on out there. The ball,
nice take
the ball
by
find
Coos,
you. Boy,
but once again, Owen Hill.
That's 5 blocks.
Brock Taylor brings it in the corner to Hill. No good. Rebound pulled down by Hunter Warwick, up and in.
Indian Creek needs a timeout here. I bet Joe's going to get one here. Biggest lead of the game for him. Up 6. 32-26, minute 19 to go. Third quarter brought to you by Wintersville Trophy Shop.
And the Beaver Local fans coming alive here. Freshwater for 3, long. And there goes Owen Hill, and he's going to be fouled by Morelli.
Yep. This is where they miss Bodo. Bodo can't give the outside shot.
Oh, they're down, but they're never out with Joe sitting down there.
Exactly right, Coach.
They're never out. I'm surprised. I thought Joe get a timeout here. They're going to come with a little bit of press action here.
Landon Pinnell checks in for Indian Creek. Work brings the ball up court. 3 against 3. Kuzakowski trying to, they switch there. Now they get the taller Hill down low with Kuz trying
They
to
better help him.
Kuz is telling him get back over, but it's too late. Owen Hill.
This freshman's asserting himself now.
13 in the game, 6 in the quarter, under a minute left. 34-26, Beaver Local. And they're going to get a foul on Warwick.
I don't know about that. Why you foul that 50 feet from the basket?
That's one of my, you know that drives us nuts.
Why do you do that? You got everything going your way and you foul like that to stop the flow.
They tell me that to go along with this freshman kid, they got an 8th grader that's a real player,
I heard that too.
Jiminy Christmas. Gary Rapella raves about this 8th grader. Gary Rapella saw him play and called up the athletic director and says, "Why ain't you got him posted up?" I said, "Gary, mind your own business, man. You guys shoot threes."
Left. The Beaver Local fans once again letting it be heard at the Joe D court. 18-second lift. Kuz gets by Hunter, pulls it back. Thought about the 3 to Morelli. Back out to Kuzakowski, and he's going to get fouled.
Why? Why are you doing that out there, Beaver Local? Why are you fouling? I thought Kuzi had that 3. I thought he was going to take it.
Yeah, you can't.
He's taking the next one.
Absolutely. 6 fouls to 2 fouls.
Taylor Johnson, 6-foot junior, checks in for the Fighting Beavers. Kuz gets the ball with 9 seconds. Being guarded now by Johnson. Gets by, pulls back up, goes left side, stops, goes up a runner, no good. Morelli had it no good. At the end of 3, Beaver Local 34, Indian Creek 26. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Did you know you can get FDA-registered hand sanitizer and EPA-registered disinfectant cleaner locally? Well, you can. National Colloid has both. Get them now for your business or residence. They come in 55-gallon, 5-gallon, and 1-gallon sizes. Just call in your order and pick it up. There's no waiting. Call now, 740-282-1171. That's 740-282-1171. FDA-registered hand sanitizer and EPA-registered disinfectant cleaner locally at National Colloid. Call in today.
The Isla Law Office, with 25 plus years of experience, specializes in bankruptcy and domestic relation cases. They're hands-on. They're very thorough and focused on your needs, and they're licensed in Ohio and West Virginia. If you need expert legal assistance, look up Isla Law Offices at islalawoffices.com. Thanks, Isla Law, for being a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
My man, you're looking good. New clothes, new ride. What's your secret?
No secret. You have your Class A CDL, right?
Yeah, so?
I drive for Black River Logistics, and you can too with your Class A CDL. All you have to do is call Mr. Yes at 740-298-6926. See how you can make up to $550 a day.
That's it. I'm calling now.
That's Black River Logistics, 740-298-6926.
We're back to start the fourth quarter. Beaver Local 34-26.
Outscored Indian Creek 15-6 in that quarter to open up an 8-point lead, their biggest lead of the game.
Another foul there on Luca Morelli.
See, I don't want Indian Creek to get into a desperation mode. You know, I get a sense of like, I get a sense of all of a sudden they feel like they're in trouble. There's a lot of ball game going here.
That is their third. That's only the third foul for Beaver Local at 6. They get the ball down to Bisnack, gets Schaefer up in the air. Everything going right now.
Sure is, boy. I'll tell you, this game is flipped.
Bisnack with 8. Coos cross court to Freshwater for 3. In and out. Rebound pulled down.
Got to grab it. That one-hand rebound don't work.
Jump ball. That'll be a Bell's Pizza jump ball. Once again, thank you to the great folks at Bell's Pizza. The pizza was fantastic.
Absolutely.
The calzone was fantastic. And the stuffed crust pizza was out of this world, our VIP food sponsor for the evening.
Nice back door. 45-40, Zanesville Rosecrans over Central at the end of 3.
Let's go, Crusaders. They needed that, 36-28.
Joe's been running that out of bounds play since he was at Mingo. It still works.
Still works.
Brock Taylor goes strong to the hole.
You know, Kim, I watch basketball, and it's amazing how a lot of things have changed, but in reality, they don't.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Seems like things are changing, but still basketball. Big Red still runs Charlie Watt's sideline break.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I think Mr. Purdue ran that a few times, didn't he?
Sure
Official
did.
tonight.
I had my man. I had Big Glenn Purdue, Grant Tigers.
Grant Tigers.
The Grant Tiger, man. It was before the consolidation.
Yep.
Shout out to my man Michael Weinman. Second shot from Taylor. It's good. Coach, they're on fire from the free throw line tonight.
You got a foul call. Oh, it's on Creek.
Yes, that was on Logan. As you said, there are the frustrations. That's Logan.
You know, that really bothers me because I don't think, like, come on, man. We got 7 minutes to go. You're down 10.
That's Schaefer's fourth.
But I just get that sense of desperation from Indian Creek.
Stevenson with the ball. Dead ball, they get it over to Taylor. Nice pass down low to Warwick. He tries to get it across to McKenzie. It's going to be a turnover. Their 10th turnover of the game.
Really good idea there. He just didn't execute.
They only had Indian Creek with 5 turnovers, but they just – and you know what, Coach, you talked about that, and it's kind of hard to win. You know, you hate to bring this up. They've lost 7 out of 8. They were in the game early, and they fall behind, and you got to be like, okay, you can't panic. We can't be like, here we go again.
Well, believe me, Jason, that's a good point because you know it's on their mind.
There goes Morelli down the lane.
Too many passes. You got to take that shot. Got to take the foul shot right there.
That's going to go to the Beavers.
I think they're pressing now.
Shout out to our man, Jim Jaggers Husband Sr. What's up, Big Jags? Join us tomorrow, Big Jags from Weird Madonna as they host the Seabees as the West Virginia regular season's coming to an end before they start tournament action.
Clay Battelle, 6'8", 6'8", 6'4".
Our Red Hider girls lost a heartbreaker in the sectional yesterday to Oak Glen.
Good defense by Vanderborn for Indian Creek to get the turnover here. And this is what Indian Creek got to do here in the last 6 minutes. This fourth quarter brought to you by Apollo Restoration and Cleaning. They're down 10, got 6 minutes to go, no time to panic, one possession at a time.
At the end of the third, John Glenn, 42, Big Red, 41. Thank you, Sam Clark. They get the ball to Freshwater for three. They needed that.
They sure did.
Big shot.
Sure did.
He's got 12. Back to a 7-point game. Here comes McKenzie, and he loses it.
There you go. You know, this is what you got to hope that happens if you're an Indian Creek fan, is Beaver helps you a little bit.
And, you know, both of you are head coaches. If you're, head coach Miller, when do you call timeout? Because right now, if they hit a bucket here, it's either a 5-point or 4-point game.
Right.
How long do you let that go?
Yeah, that's a good question and a tough call.
Absolutely.
Coons pulls up on a jumper. No good. Gets his own rebound. Goes up strong. No good. And he's fouled.
That's all hustle by Kuzakowski right there. What an effort. Smallest guy on the court getting the rebound. If that's me coaching, I'm punching my two biggest guys in the stomach, man, when the smallest guy on the court gets a rebound.
That's what I used to get. See?
I mean, come on, man.
Oh, Mr. Nice Guy now.
6'3", 6'6", come on.
Yeah, he's a fun kid to watch play.
Oh,
he used to
my
punch me in the
goodness.
stomach all the time at practice when me and Jimmy Mack.
Well, Jimmy Mack wanted to be the head coach, you know what I mean?
Had Jimmy in the All-Star game. What a great guy.
He is.
Great
Good
guy.
Cut it back to 5, Coach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, don't be desperate, just play.
Oh,
Here's your timeout, Jason. There you go, buddy.
38-33, 5:37. You're listening to high school playoff action on Ohio Valley Sports Online. We'll be back after these messages.
PR Landscape and Design has been building backyard vacation destinations in the Ohio Valley for over 30 years. Creating your outdoor living space starts with our 3D landscape design service. Our craftsmen install brick patios, outdoor kitchens, custom water features, outdoor fireplaces, backyard structures, and luxury fiberglass swimming pools. A major landscape and pool project is complicated, so let the professionals at PR Landscape and Design manage it to completion. Check us out on Instagram or visit prlandscape.com.
And we are back, 38-33, 5:37, as Creek on a 5-0 run. Full court man-to-man press. And they're having trouble getting the ball in. They get it in. Biznak gets by his man. He kicks it down to Bauer. Bauer jump stop, throws up a runner. No good. Bauer gets his own rebound. Kicks it out the hill. Thought about the 3. Gets it over to Tons. Back out to Boyers. I said Bauer, Boyers. Sorry, folks. Nice defense right there. And a steal. Trevor Francis.
There you go. I mean, you got enough time to make things happen. Just keep playing.
The 13th turnover, Freshwater. Morelli for 3. That's short. Follow your shot, Luke.
Follow your shot, big guy. But you know what, though? I'm thinking maybe run a little bit of clock here from Beaver.
Vanderborn guarding Biznak. He kicks it in the corner to Boyer. Boyer spin, moves to the right, and he's going to get fouled.
That's a walk.
Jump ball.
Jump ball.
Going to stay here with the Beavers. Bell's Pizza, jump ball.
Yeah, it looks like the tide has turned a little bit here.
I mean, I think Beaver got to take something out of it now. I like this freshman, though.
Owen Hill with the ball, picks up his dribble. Goes across court, gets it to Stevenson.
Did a nice
Being
job.
hounded there by Francis. Just a little bit too much from Trevor.
I'll tell you what, this freshman knows what he's doing. He made a nice pass and a really nice cut. They missed him on the cut. You're right, Ray. You always did have an eye for talent.
I like that freshman, man. I saw him play against Big Red Boy, and he impressed the heck out of me.
That's the 6th foul. Beaver Local, Indian Creek into 1-1. Beaver Local 1 foul away from Indian Creek from getting into 1-1. Boyer to inbound. Gets it going.
See, this is This is why I'm saying if I'm Beaver, I'm going to hold it. I'm not going to hold it to completely. I'm going to hold it with the attitude to still try and score. But I think Indian Creek got them on the ropes, even though they're down 5. Indian Creek getting the momentum.
And this is just one of them things, too, I talked about where they've lost 7 in a row, and the Beavers are all of a sudden, wait a minute, we're up this big. We're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
But yes, you are. You as a coach, hey, we are supposed to be here. Offensive foul.
Oh, don't want to do that.
Nope.
Don't want to do that.
Excellent job tonight by Mr. Fitzsimmons, Pete Brogdon, and Glenn Purdue.
Well, you know what they're doing? It's tournament basketball. They're letting them play, but they're still, like I said, calling the obvious fouls.
They are keeping control of the game.
Absolutely.
Warwick to inbound. Gets it to... Wasn't it? They get 2 Creek guys fall down. They got the numbers. They get it back. He walked.
Nice pass by the freshman.
Like his game, boy.
Bisnack, 10.
I mean, 2 things are for sure. 22 for Beavers.
Look at Morelli.
Call a walk.
And that's the right call.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, this 22, this Owen Hill, this big kid in the middle, he's always going to be around the ball. He's going to look for score. And this 35, Bisnack, he ain't got a jumper. He's just taking the ball to the rack every single time, man.
He's thick, and he's going to the hole.
He goes hard, man.
Head down, and here I come.
Yes, sir.
Back to a 7-point game. They break the press. Here comes Brock Taylor. Nice pass over to the big man. Lays it up and in.
Boy, they weathered the storm there, didn't they?
Yes, they sure did.
You called it as that weather?
Back up to 9.
3:40 to go here in the 4th. The winner gets St. Clairsville Red Devils. And they get a foul down the lane.
Well, I'll tell you what now. Indian Creek got 4 timeouts. I'd use one right here.
That's going to go. And, Coach, I got to ask you, because, you're from St. Clairsville, and I know you don't care. You just want to play. But if I'm St. Clairsville, I'm sort of pulling for Beaver because I get a home game.
Absolutely. we're a different team for 20 years at home.
Right.
Yeah. Most teams are. Most teams are. So, but you got to play who you got to play.
Exactly. As Schaefer hits his first foul.
How's St. Clairsville match up with these 2 teams, Kim?
Actually, got beat at Beaver when they had their good kid, and beat Creek here. Only played each team once.
So they're familiar with each other at least.
Yeah, these were early season games.
3:17 left. Creek down by 8. We'll try to get scores from the out-of-town scoreboard.
Rosecrans was up 8 with about 2 minutes to go over Steubenville Central. Final, they lose 66-54.
So the Crusaders, started out very bad, 1-8 in the year, finished very strong. Great job. Coach Don Ogden's got a lot coming back next year for that young Central squad.
Boy, they are young. 1 senior, I believe, with Dorsey.
Harrison leading Union Local 52-51 in the 4th. Shenandoah 35, Toronto 19.
Oh, you got to get up.
Wow. Blocked by Morelli.
Big play. Morelli.
8-point game, which means still, Coach, no room. We don't have to panic yet. 3 minutes left in the game.
Here's
Schaefer,
my guy.
Kuzikowski down the lane. Throws up a
Yep.
runner. No
Oh.
good. Logan Schaefer.
I hope he didn't get hurt because that looked ugly.
He popped right up, didn't he?
Foul on Brock Taylor.
Coach Miller out on the court. I did that. They give me a technical.
No, you've been gone.
Yeah. Coach, ever seen anybody get a technical at halftime?
Oh, I got one down. Donnie Hines gave me one down in the runway. At the arena.
Raymond, I hate to tell everybody in the world, but I think you would have said worse things right there.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. You know me like a book.
Logan first shot's up and in.
Down 7, 2:50 to go in the game.
He got a technical at halftime. I can't tell you what he said.
Hey, I see these referees now, man. They just laugh at me. Bob Neri.
That was a good piece of officiating. I don't think the kid tried to go under. I think he was trying to box out. I was actually watching it, and he lost his balance. And it looked worse than the intention, I believe.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left. We got a timeout. We'll be back right after these messages.
Springtime means cleanup time, so if you're planning a renovation on your house or need to get rid of some debris, call for a driveway-safe dumpster from Chappie's. Yep, Chappie's has 10 and 15-yard dumpsters available for same-day delivery, and Chappie's rates are all-inclusive. There's never any hidden fees. You can do a 7-day rental, or even better yet, a discounted 3-day rental. Clean up your shed, garage, basement, and get a dumpster from Chappie's today. Online, it's chappiesdumpsters.com or call 740-359-DUMP. That's 740-359-3867. Be happy. Call Chappie. You know, Fort Steuben Maintenance should be your first choice when it comes to any and all construction projects, whether it's commercial or residential. Make Fort Steuben Maintenance your first call. You can rely on them to be the experts when it comes to roofing, concrete, plumbing, carpentry, just about any job that needs done. Fort Steuben Maintenance, they're fully licensed and bonded. And
we're back. 42-36, 2:50 left in the fourth. At John Glenn in the fourth quarter. Steubenville Big Red leads John Glenn 54-50.
Oh, nice.
Nice hands by Logan.
Very nice hands by Kuzakowski, hustling back. And that's what they got to do. Retreat to the basket. Kuzakowski was there to get his hand on the ball.
And
nice,
still they don't
nice
need to panic.
Nice press offense there. The ball never touched the floor.
Beautiful.
You're exactly right, Coach. Good call. And that's going to be a push.
What we got here? Pete Brogdon got something.
Big man. Oh, he shoved him down. That's how they end up on the floor. Owen Hill he pushed him. That was a good call.
What happened? I didn't get the call. Who made the call?
Owen Hill was trying to cut down the line. He just literally shoved Pinard on the floor.
Offensive foul.
Yes.
That's a big foul for Indian Creek.
2:43 left, Coach, and they're 2 3-pointers away from being tied, or 3 2-pointers. Don't panic.
Run your offense.
That's what they're doing. Good call, Coach. Kuz. Schaefer walked.
Yes.
Spin move. Nice job and no good. Just
got to make that. You got to make that.
Here comes Brock Taylor being haunted by Kuzakowski. Ball hit out of bounds. It'll stay with Beaver Local.
Senior Schaefer, set himself up, took the ball to the hole. He got to finish.
Kuz relentless. Love him.
Sure is, man.
He's been a pleasure to watch.
He's the only Kuzakowski to ever play with a round ball. I know that, man. Uh-oh, he threw it away.
Good hustle by Bisnack, but it'll go back.
Wow, that's what makes coaches stay up at night, right there.
That is their 7th turnover of the quarter. 16th of the game. Once again, folks, join us tomorrow night from Weirton Madonna. I believe a 7 o'clock start. Freshwater for 3. Bounce around, no good. They fight for a rebound. It's going to go the other way.
Off Morelli. Morelli had a time there for a nice offensive rebound.
Good hustle.
Good look by Drake, too. Just couldn't get it to go.
Yep.
Freshwater, he doesn't hesitate when he shoots the threes. He's come off that bench firing.
And you talked about it earlier, coaches, where they miss Caleb Bodo big time.
Yeah, they do.
There comes Bisnack. Picks up his dribble. Goes down to Stevenson. He kicks it back out.
Oh,
bang.
Huge,
Brock Taylor.
Huge basket.
Sure was.
9-point game, under 2. Freshwater out to Pinnell. Over to Schaefer. He'll shoot the deep 3.
Oh,
answers right back. Timeout, Indian Creek. 45-39, 1:43 left in the fourth. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Ohio Valley Sports Online would like to thank one of our great sponsors, Capital Recovery Systems. Capital Recovery Systems is home of the no-cost court collections program. Capital Recovery Systems is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
The meaning of cleaning, there's one name you gotta know. Apollo Pro Cleaning. Clean floor to ceiling. Apollo Pro Cleaning is the meaning of cleaning.
This high school event is brought to you by AT&T on Sunset via the AT&T wireless network. Remember, don't text and drive, it can wait. AT&T on Sunset is a proud sponsor of this high school event.
This is Ohio Valley Sports Online, your connection to Ohio Valley sports. Listen anywhere in the world from any connected device, smartphone, tablets, iPads, and computers. Ohio Valley Sports Online brings you live game action from the guys with over 50 years in radio sports broadcasting.
We are back. 1 minute 43 seconds left. Beaver Local 45, Indian Creek 39. Coach, we've had some very good games lately, man.
We have. I mean, it's been a lot of fun seeing these kids compete. Ohio Valley Sports Online bringing you the best in high school basketball. Jason Jenkins, Ray Sucklodge, Dan Vogel, and our guest tonight, Kim Clifford, former head coach of St. Clairsville Red Devils.
They get the ball into Boyer. Back in the game. Noah Boyer. Now, when do you start the foul here, Coach Clifford?
Well, we're getting there. We're getting real close here.
You better believe it.
Boyer to work for three.
Well,
no good. But there's a big man fighting for the rebound again. It's going to go to Indian Creek.
See, why Beaver Local take that shot? That's that. You know what I mean? I mean, come on.
I don't think Coach Miller's happy with the shot.
Yeah, I'm sure he's not.
I think he took that shot because he's 16.
Good.
That's a good way of putting it.
Schaefer with the ball.
Oh, had him.
The Coos, he cuts down the lane, jump stop. Blocked by
wow.
Taylor.
Big block.
But Schaefer steals it back. Gives it back out to Coos. He thought about the three, but he kicks it. Schaefer for three. No good. Rebound pulled down. Well, good. Oh, we got to get a foul. Under a minute.
Trevor Francis, good hustle. Get the ball, come down, gain possession, and shoot it. He shot the ball whenever he was up in the air. Wasn't very accurate with it. Indian Creek got lucky there, down 6 with a minute to go.
Exactly right, Coach. Exactly right. Balance. Got to have balance.
Logan Schaefer. 4 for 5 from the line tonight.
Well, Indian Creek got to keep the ball in Kuzi's hands. I know that.
4 for 6 now.
Now you foul. Foul. Not that bad. I mean, at least go for the steal, not the tackle. But
Coach, that's a Jimmy Barron foul. That's a Jimmy Barron foul, Coach. I remember the game we lost to Linda McKinley, that regional final.
You want to bring that up again?
Well, not that part. I'll bring that up later. But at the end of the game, when we had the foul, I'll never forget Jimmy tackled Reggie Rankin, like literally. And Reggie Rankin gets up and says, I always wanted to play football.
Yeah. Mr. Ohio.
Noah Bauer misses the front end.
That's a big rebound there. Indian Creek needs a bucket now.
And they only need 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Timeout, Indian Creek. As Drake Freshwater buries his third three-pointer. That was a bomb. 45-43, 45 seconds left. We'll be back, folks, after these words.
So you're driving the kids to school and you have to turn up the radio just to drown out the horrible sound your car's making. Who knows what you need? You're driving along without a care in the world. Then you notice the engine light comes on. Who knows what you need? You dread having to stop at red lights because your car sounds like it's screaming in pain. Who knows what you need? Napa Auto Care Center in Wintersville knows what you need. They're an established and reputable shop. They know engines, transmissions, brakes, alignments, and anything else your vehicle needs. They know what you need. Do you need the number? 740-346-2120.
Why pay high vision center costs? Shop Ace Optical in downtown Steubenville. Just bring in your prescription and save.
Ace Optical, we've got your love.
This broadcast is brought to you by Ohio Valley Sports Online, your sports authority. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instantly notified when we go live on our next broadcast, only on Ohio Valley Sports Online.
45-43 is Indian Creek, not going away at all.
Face guarding.
They're
face guarding.
They get it in this evening. He gets it to Boyer. Right, foul Boyer. He was 1 for 2 earlier. They get it down to Brock Taylor. He picks up his dribble. Back
Foul
out to
him.
Boyer.
There you go.
And there it is.
Well, you're right on that, Jason, because he hasn't been very effective at the foul line today.
As he just missed one here a minute ago.
That's the guy you want to foul.
And he'll be shooting 1-1. Indian Creek in a double bonus.
The big freshman Hill coming back in. They better box him out. They bring in their 2 big guys, Hill and Anderson.
Well, just in case he misses us running in the 1-1. First shot up, and he hits this one.
There you go. That's how much I know. That's the guy you want to foul right there.
I said the same. Well, he just missed 30 seconds ago.
There you go.
But here's the important one here. It'll make it a 2-possession game. And if you're Creek, you still don't have to panic. You still got time. You can go get a 2.
This is Coos straight to the basket. I'm going to make that
better
call.
believe it.
Straight. Nope.
Yeah, timeout, Beaver Local.
They're going to be waiting on him. They took a timeout.
47-43.
Good timeout. Good timeout for that reason you're talking about,
Very
Coach.
good timeout.
No, I don't know if that was a timeout. No, that wasn't a time. You know what it was? Someone was coming in the game.
Substitution. Well, it was a good move there, having somebody at the table.
Yep. Very good.
Because Kuzi's steamrolling right here.
A couple of well-coached teams here tonight. There he goes.
Logan
oh, no.
Off his leg, go back. He looked like he had him
still
beat,
a lot of
too.
time. Still a lot of time.
3 substitutions in for Beaver Local in their offensive set.
I like that offense, defense.
That's
Big
not
Red
good.
And John Glenn tied at 58 in the 4th, Coach. 25 seconds left here. They get the ball in the Boyer. Foul by Freshwater.
Well, they're going to force him to make them.
24 seconds left.
Well, we said it the whole game. These 2 teams are evenly matched. It's going to end up that way. You got a 4-point game here. Still not over. 24 seconds.
At worst, 2 possessions with 24 seconds.
Double
Lifetime.
now, too.
Yep.
Coach. He misses the first one. Boyer, 3 for 5 now, excuse me.
This is the big one right here.
I don't like this, though. I never like this, when you ain't got nobody there. You know what I mean? There's a rebounder. I mean.
Yep. I'm with you.
Yeah, you're just conceding. You might get
Yeah, I mean, come on.
A long bounce off the rim. He misses both of them. Still a 4-point game. All you need is a 2.
You got to go, man. You got to go. You got to go. Oh, no.
Goes it away. Big turnover. Here comes Bisnick. He's fouled by Freshwater. Down to 12 seconds left.
Yeah, that's bad news for Indian Creek.
Bisnack going to the line. He's had a great night. He's got 12 points. 4 for 4 so far for Owen Bisnack.
He's been a warrior. He's got it up the court for him, scored some points.
Yeah, he goes to the hole hard, man. 5 for 5 now.
5 for 5 from the foul line. Beaver Local has weathered the storm, played well down the stretch.
5-point game. And they cut it to 2. It's been all Beaver ever since then. Misses a second one. They get the ball to Coos with 9 seconds left. Dribbles through two guys, takes it down the lane. Misses a bunt. Oh, man. 3 seconds left. Foul on Freshwater. And that's just been the tale of what has happened here. Just a great look right there to the rim.
Did everything but finish. He hesitated, blew by, just didn't finish. Tough break for a kid that's had a really good game.
Owen Hills had 13 for the night. The freshman, a great game. Looks like your son's ready to go, Coach.
He is.
Misses the first one.
Coach, thanks for stopping by,
Wouldn't be the first time they left me. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach Clem Clifford.
Good luck to you. Kim Clifford, former St. Clairsville head coach, longtime friend of mine.
As Indian Creek will say goodbye to senior Trevor Bodo, senior Logan Kuzakowski, senior Luca Morelli, senior Jaden Vanderborn, and senior Logan Schaefer. And that'll do it. The final score here tonight from Coach D Court. The Beaver Local Fighting Beavers advance to play St. Clairsville with a 49-43 victory.
Jason, I got to say one thing before we go to break here. I think the comment that you made is gold in this, that maybe I'm thinking Indian Creek was in that 7 out of 8 game losses, and they just lost confidence there at the end. You know what I mean?
Yes, you get into that.
And that's what happens whenever, you got 16 and 17-year-old kids.
Well, I want to say thank you to Coach D and fine people at Indian Creek for having us out here. Conclusion of the first year here out of Coach Joe D. Court. Not the end of the way they wanted to end it, but still, fine job for Indian Creek and the Fighting Beavers. Congratulations to Coach Nick Miller as they'll move on to face St. Clairsville Saturday night at St. Clairsville, Ohio. We'll be back with a wrap-up right after these messages.
A pioneer of casual dining, Bennigan's is internationally known for its unique neighborhood vibe and exceptional chef-driven food. Come to Bennigan's on University Boulevard to stir up a great memory. Come for happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. and get $1 off draft and bottled beer and $1 off signature cocktails. Grab some bar bites too, only $5 from 9 p.m. to close. Hey, are you a soccer fan? Check out the schedule of English Premier League soccer games. Bennigan's even has delivery service, and the number to call, 740-792-8080. You got a friend at Bennigan's.
Down the street, there's a hardware store with great tools, products,
and expert advice.
We've got everything you need because we know the community and we know our customers. So next time you have a home improvement project,
Drop by.
your local True Value hardware store. True Value.
Start right.
Start here.
At M&M True Value Hardware on Sunset Boulevard in Steubenville.
Right now, we've got everything you need for that all-important fall cleanup. So hurry in today.
The Target Shop has all your fall sports needs. Shop local and get all your school spirit gear, fan wear, and everyday apparel. Support your locally owned Target Shop. The Target Shop offers new designs weekly. Stop in soon.
And we are back with the wrap-up as Indian Creek falls to the Fighting Beavers. The 11th-seed Beavers will move on to take the 9th-seed St. Clairsville. Also, Coach Seck, you said on the Ohio Valley or the Main Street Bank out-of-town scoreboard, Big Red loses at the buzzer, 60-58.
Courtesy of Mel Pursuit, get that score, he's at the game. But this game here, Jason, I tell you, Beaver Local, in my opinion, they were led by a senior and a freshman. 35, Owen Bisniak, was solid for him, played hard. And Hill made the big buckets, the big rebounds, and had big blocks. So that's pretty nice, a senior and a freshman.
Yeah, they did whatever it took. That's going to wrap it up tonight. Folks, join us tomorrow from Weirton as Weirton Madonna Blue Dawns host the Clay Battelle Seabees. Tonight's game brought to you by Main Street Bank, Economy Lawn Care, Swearingen Bat Company, the Viking Social Poker Club, Everhart Bow Funeral Home, Bradley Lawnscapes, Lanza Villa Royale, TS Electric, Black River Logistics, National Colloid Company, Soft-Type Federal Credit Union, Homo Construction, also brought to you by the Target Shop, Naples Spaghetti House, Fuzz Parkview Inn, Ohio Motor Group, Beaver Chemicals, Dr. John Fiegel, Bird's Hot Dogs, Isla Law Office, Apollo, Bennigan's, Anthony Mining, Signs Ltd. Brought to you by M&M Hardware, Fort Steuben Maintenance, Blakemore Insurance, the Trinity Health System, Josephine's Carryout in Mingo, Valley Converting, Hauser's Furniture, Marcino Enterprises, Adam Martello, Attorney at Law, Steve's Fish and Chips, Wintersville Trophy Shop, JC Pest Control, J.E. Foster Funeral Home, brought to you by the IBEW Local 246, Mossy Funeral Home, PR Landscaping, Hood's Pharmacy, Sickles Law Office, Best Western, Franciscan University, Edge Sports, Capital Recovery, and AT&T on Sunset. I want to say a special thank you to our VIP food sponsor, to the fine folks at Bell's Pizza over 41 Reichert Avenue, Wintersville Avenue. Check them out, Justin Bell and the fine folks over there. Everything was fantastic. We appreciate you hooking us up tonight as a VIP food sponsor. For Coach Ray Sockotch, Jason Jenkins, Dan Vogel, and our man up above, Jim Jaggers Huggins. You're listening to High School Basketball on Ohio Valley Sports Online. Have a good evening, everybody.